Of the Mickie James Trash Bag Gate scandal. Numerous WWE releases cause a ripple effect of reactions and potential big business opportunities. Welcome back to Sidenote Suplex. The National Wrestling Alliance has been back in action with new episodes of NWA Power. Ever since the promotion returned from its hiatus, owner Billy Corgan appeared on Busted Open Radio to promote the recent When Our Shadows Fall pay-per-view and was asked about the possibility of signing any of the WWE superstars who were recently let go from the company. Corgan didn't hesitate in bringing up Braun Strowman, the only former world champion to get cut. "If he was green in NXT, I'd be jumping all over it," stated Corgan. "There aren't a lot of big guys who have that ability. How do you let a guy like that out the door?" He also spoke highly of Riott and Lana, stating, "Riott, I think, has a very bright future. Lana, holy cow, how do you let her go? I've seen Lana in person, behind the scenes, a truly beautiful woman, and marketable to the nines. She's worked very hard for what I've seen in public and behind the scenes to really improve. I don't know how you let her go." The 6 recently cut wrestlers will have to wait until early September for their 90-day no-compete clauses to expire. Someone else who was also cut from the company was Mickie James. After James's release from the WWE, she is back in the headlines in a positive way. Corgan is handing the reins to James as executive producer for an all-women's pay-per-view set for August 28th.
The NWA is returning to St. Louis, August 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. On August 28th, we're going to have a pay-per-view, and on August 29th, we're going to have a second pay-per-view. The first pay-per-view will be the first NWA all-women's pay-per-view with Mickie James as executive producer. On August 29th, the NWA will have NWA 73. This is going to come from the historic Chase Ballroom, emotional home of the NWA. I can't tell you how excited I am. I'm bursting at the seams with pride and excitement.
This is something that I've wanted to do for a very, very, very long time, and I was cut off at every opportunity. And you, sir, have given me the opportunity to make a real difference. You know, everybody kept saying, "What's next, Mickie? What's next, Mickie?" And I thought, I could go out there, I could have some really killer matches. There's the greatest women's talent out there that we've ever seen. But this is different. We have a real opportunity here with so much history. The same show that I used to sit back and watch with my dad, and just a block, like right next door. And now we have a chance to really show that women's wrestling, not only does women's wrestling make money, but it deserves that prime real estate right at the top of the marquee, just besides the men's wrestling every single night. And I'm here to show you why women's wrestling matters. It's not just a hashtag. It's not just a money grab. This is real, and I want the best of the best.
Mickie James's promo has clear references to her issues with WWE. When James proposed an all-female brand, the idea was met with skepticism about the ability for women's wrestling to make money. This pay-per-view with the NWA is James's chance to prove the doubters wrong. NWA's core crew of women includes Camille, who is the current NWA Women's World Champion, Thunder Rosa, Melina, Taryn Terrell, and the recently signed Kylie Rae. PW Insider reported the NWA worked out an agreement with Impact in order to sign Kylie Rae. Kylie Rae was under contract to Impact last year and was booked for a Knockouts title match at Bound for Glory. She missed the show and took a hiatus from wrestling. More news on Braun Strowman. More news has recently been released on Braun Strowman's independent asking price, booking details, etc. And although he is not necessarily looking for work right away, Braun made some serious money at WWE. So for those speculating, let's see if he even wants to continue doing it. Again, he does have that 90-day non-compete clause, which would end around or on August 31st. But for those looking to book Braun, it's going to cost you a cool $20 to $25K. But once again, this is one of the biggest WWE superstars of recent time, especially with the younger crowd. That's what we have to remember. But again, that could be a positive or a negative depending on your viewpoint of it. So it appears Mickie James got out of that 90-day non-compete, and someone who's been putting in work for as long as she has shouldn't even had a 90-day non-compete. She should be free to do what she wants. So what are your thoughts on the all-women pay-per-view Mickie James seems to be spearheading? I don't understand all the skepticism and awkwardness that comes up when discussing an all-women's pay-per-view. I mean, this is wrestling. You need variety. You need different ideas for different events to keep everything exciting and moving, different ways to get money. I thought the Evolution pay-per-view was a good idea. Again, if proper booking is done, proper writing, and you build some really heated feuds that force people to tune in, I mean, it's as simple as, if you don't care about something, how do you expect someone else to care? But slowly more hype is being built around NWA. Billy Corgan wanted to take this company under his wing and try to rebrand it, reestablish it, and do something with it. It does have a long history, and it is an alternative right now, the old school vibe. So I'm here for it. I want to see what they do with it. Contrary to what Tripp said, there is more women talent than just what's in WWE. And I think he did state that at least every female or every person wants to be in WWE. For a long time, yes, that's been the pinnacle place, but is that changing? As a businessman or woman watching WWE get rid of talent, especially as often as they've been recently, one might ask themselves, what's the point of even going then? And maybe I'm better off hitting all these other promotions up and creating my brand through all of them. Are you excited for the future of NWA? Do you think we'll see some crossover talent? Deonna Purrazzo from Impact, Britt Baker from AEW. Don't forget Impact and all that's going on over there. Mickie herself was advertised for Slammiversary. The video's in the archives now, go check that out. Sidenote Styles, CJ Styles.
Hell yeah.
Sound off in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more from Sidenote Suplex.